Matter and its composition. Chapter 1 ICAC Board. Syllabus. Explanation of change of state of matter on the basis of kinetic theory of matter. Main postulates of kinetic theory of matter and explanation of change of state on the basis of interparticle space and interparticle attraction and collision. Second, law of conservation of mass statement and explanation with examples. Matter key, page 1. Matter is defined as anything which occupies space, has mass, and may be perceived by our senses. Particles of matter ki, page 6. Constituent particles are atoms or molecules or ions. Atom. An atom is the smallest particle of an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. It may or may not exist in the free state. Molecule. A molecule is the smallest particle capable of existing in free state. The molecules of a substance exhibit all the properties of that substance. A molecule is composed of one or more than one kind of atoms. Ion. An ion is an electrically charged atom, but sometimes it is an electrically charged group of atoms. Characteristics of particles of matter. Key. Page 2, article 1.3. Characteristics of particles are very small, have spaces between them, are constantly moving, and attract each other. Now, postulates of the kinetic theory of matter. Page 6, article 1.6. Postulates of the kinetic theory. 1. Composition of matter. Matter is composed of small particles which may be atoms, molecules, or ions. The constituent particles of a given substance are identical in all respects. Second, arrangement of particles. These particles, atoms, molecules, or ions, have spaces between them, and these spaces are referred to as interparticle spaces. Third, force of attraction. Particles attract each other with a force. This force of attraction between the particles of a given substance is called interparticle attraction or intermolecular force. The magnitude of this force depends upon the state of the substance and the magnitude or size of the interparticle spaces. 4. Collision of particles. Particles collide with each other and with the walls of the container when in gaseous or liquid state. The total energy of the colliding particles remains the same. Fifth, motion. Particles are always in a state of motion. In solids, they vibrate about their fixed mean position, and in liquids and gases, they move randomly. Due to their motion, particles possess kinetic energy. 6. Energy possessed by matter. Particles are in continuous random motion and possess kinetic energy. On heating, the kinetic energy of particles increases and they move faster. Thereby, a solid changes into a liquid and a liquid changes into vapor or gas. Evidence that particles are in motion. Page 2. Third point. Particles of matter at constant random motion, which is evident from Brownian motion and diffusion. Brownian motion, this like picture, and diffusion of bromine vapor in air represents the motion of particles. What are the states of matters and what are the bases of their difference? Page 6, green box. Matter has mainly three states: solid, liquid, and gaseous state. There are two other states, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Now, the basis of difference. The physical state of a substance is determined by the magnitude of the interparticle force of attraction, the magnitude of interparticle space, and the randomness of motion of particles caused by the kinetic energy possessed by them. Now, interconversion of states of matter. Name of the interconversion processes and causes of the change with examples. Page 4 to 5, article 1.5. Matter can be changed from one state to another by changing the temperature, increasing or decreasing the pressure, and changing both temperature and pressure. Now, what are the three states? Solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, on absorbing heat, comes to liquid. The process is melting or fusion. Liquid, on absorbing heat, go to gas called evaporation. Now, gas on cooling comes back to liquid. This is called condensation. Liquid on cooling go to solid, solidification. Now, some solids on absorbing heat directly go to gaseous state. This is called sublimation without giving the liquid state. Again, some gas and those gas or those vapors on cooling directly goes to solid state without liquid state. This is called deposition. Interconversion of states of matter by giving heat or cooling. This is the main cause. When matter is heated, the constituent particles acquire greater kinetic energy and vibrate more violently. Eventually, a stage comes at which vibration overcomes the binding forces and particles become mobile. The crystalline structure of solid then collapses and a liquid state is reached, in which particles are free to move, leave their place. On further heating, more kinetic energy is acquired. The force between the particles becomes nearly negligible and they separate, attaining the gaseous state. And the reverse happens when cooling takes place. On decreasing the pressure, particles separates. Interparticle force decreases. Thus, the liquid evaporates, that is, changes into its gaseous form. On increasing the pressure, reverse happens and the gas changes into its liquid state. Now, states of matter based on kinetic theory. Page 7, article 1.7. Kinetic model of solid state. 1. Particles or molecules in a solid are closely packed, that is, interparticle space is negligible, so solids cannot be compressed much. Exception: sponge has minute holes in which air is trapped. When we press a sponge, the air is expelled and thus it can be compressed. 2. Particles vibrate about their mean positions. Third, particles of a solid are arranged in a definite manner. They are packed tightly and so they generally have high density. 4. There is a strong force of attraction between the particles of a solid. 5th, kinetic energy in the particles of a solid is very low. Result: the solids are rigid, have definite size and definite shape. Kinetic model of liquid state. Particles arranged closely but free to move about. First, the attractive force between the particles of a liquid is not as strong as it is in solids, so they are loosely packed and are not fixed. Particles can move over one another. Second, the interparticle space in a liquid is greater than it is in a solid, so they generally have low density as compared to a solid, that is, they are more compressible. Kinetic energy of particles in a liquid is high as they move faster and more freely in liquids than those in solids. 4. Motion of particles in a liquid is irregular and random. Result: thus liquids do not have definite shape but definite volume and can flow from a higher to a lower level. Kinetic model of gaseous state. Particles further apart and free to move about. First, particles of a gas lie much further apart than they do in a solid or a liquid. thus the density of gases is very low. Second, there is negligible force of attraction between the particles of a gas, so they are free to move within the entire space available to them. Third, kinetic energy of a particle in a gas is very high. Particles, molecules of a gas move much faster than they do in liquids, and therefore they possess much more kinetic energy. They are, in fact, in a state of incessant random motion, moving in all possible directions at all possible speeds. 4. Particles of a gas are far apart and there is enough space available for compression. Thus, gases can easily be compressed. 5th, during motion, particles of a gas collide with one another and also with the walls of the vessel. With each collision, the direction of and the speed of the particles change. 6. A gas exerts pressure due to the continuous bombardment by its particles on the walls of its container. Result: thus, a gas has neither definite shape nor definite volume, but it can flow and is easily compressible. Number 9. Explain the changes in state of matter on the basis of kinetic theory. Page 9, article 1.8. Now, changes in state of matter. First, melting. The process of change of a solid substance into its liquid state on absorption of heat at a particular temperature and at a particular atmospheric pressure is called melting or fusion. On the basis of kinetic theory, number 1, heat energy supplied to the solid is absorbed by its molecules and stored in the form of potential energy. Second, heat energy increases the rate of vibration of the particles and thus potential energy changes to kinetic energy. Third, due to this kinetic energy, the force of attraction decreases and can no longer hold the particles together. Result: when vibrations become rather strong, particles at the surface of the solid become comparatively free and the solid starts changing into its liquid states. Melting point is a characteristic property of solid. Generally, melting point increases when the pressure is increased. For ice, it is the opposite. Second, freezing or solidification. The process of change of matter from liquid to solid state at a particular temperature is called freezing or solidification. On the basis of kinetic theory, 1. When a liquid is cooled, the kinetic energy of particles is released in the form of heat energy. Second, due to decreased kinetic energy, particles or molecules cool down and come closer, thus reducing the interparticle space. Third, force of attraction between particles increases. Fourth, as a result, particles arrange themselves in a regular, compact manner. Result: particles are no longer in a position to be free or to migrate. Therefore, the liquid changes into a solid state. Third, evaporation or vaporization. The process of conversion of a substance from liquid state to vapor state at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation or vaporization. On the basis of kinetic theory, 1. Heat energy supplied to a liquid is absorbed by its particles to gain kinetic energy and therefore the particles begin to move faster. Second, this increases interparticle space. Third, interparticle force of attraction decreases drastically till it becomes negligible. Result: molecules with negligible intermolecular force between them become completely free and escape as gas or vapor from the surface of the liquid. Fourth, boiling. Boiling is the process of change of a liquid into a vapor at a particular temperature from all parts of the liquid. On the basis of kinetic theory, 1. Average kinetic energy of the liquid particles increases and they acquire sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction exerted on them by other particles of the liquid. This happens with each particle of the liquid. Second, particles now start leaving the liquid. They do so not only at the surface but also from near the walls of the containing vessel. This is shown by the presence of bubbles along the inner walls of the vessel. Third, bubbles grow in size with further vaporization and move to the surface in quick succession. Fourth, this causes agitation in the entire mass of the liquid. At this stage, the liquid is said to be boiling. Result: when boiling starts, the entire heat supplied is used for setting the molecules free from each other and thus enabling them to escape as gas or vapor. Fifth, liquefaction or condensation. Liquefaction or condensation is the process of change of state of a substance from its to gaseous state to liquid state at a particular temperature. On the basis of kinetic theory, 1. On cooling, gas particles lose their kinetic energy in the form of lost heat, and so motion of the particles slows down. Decreased particle motion causes decrease in the interparticle space. Third, molecules come very close and the force of attraction between them increases correspondingly. Result: particles continue to move randomly but come very close together and are thus unable to migrate. Therefore, the gas changes into a liquid. Sixth, sublimation. Sublimation is the process by which a solid, when it is heated, directly changes into its vapor or gaseous state, that is, without first changing into a liquid. Conversely, on cooling, the gas directly changes into a solid, which is called uh, deposition, and this is called deposition. Solid heated vapor, cool solid. This is called sublimation and this is called deposition. When ammonium chloride, iodine, camphor, naphthalene and solid carbon dioxide are heated, they change directly into vapor. This is the example of sublimation. Now, on the basis of kinetic theory, 1. Sublimable solids have a very weak force of attraction operating between their particles. On heating, vibration of particles increases and interparticle force of attraction between them gets reduced. Result: particles break away from other particles and escape from the surface of the solid as vapor. Last and number 10, law of conservation of mass and experimental verification. page 13, article 1.10. Law of conservation of mass. The law was given by A. Lavoisier in 1774. It states that matter can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. However, it may change from one form to another in the process. The law of conservation of mass means that in a chemical reaction, the total mass of products is equal to the total mass of reactants. For example, if 100 gram of calcium carbonate is heated, it produces 56 gram of calcium oxide and 44 gram of carbon dioxide is evolved. Now calcium carbonate when heated gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now total mass of reactants is equal to the total mass of products. 100 and 56 plus 44 is 100. This is the law of conservation of mass. Experimental verification of law of conservation of mass. The experiment is carried out using a specially designed H-shaped tube, figure 1.12, called Landolt tube. Sodium chloride solution is taken in one limb of the tube and silver nitrate solution in the other, as shown in figure 1.12. Sodium chloride solution in one limb, silver nitrate solution in the other limb, H-shaped bottle. Both the limbs are then sealed and the tube is weighed. The tube is inverted so that the two solutions can mix and react chemically. The reaction takes place and a white precipitate of silver chloride is obtained. Silver nitrate AgNO3 plus sodium chloride NaCl gives silver chloride AgCl plus sodium nitrate NaNO3. Now the tube is weighed again. The mass of the tube is found to be exactly the same as the mass obtained before the tube was inverted. This experiment, however, we see some precipitate what was not present earlier. This experiment clearly shows that the law of conservation of mass is true. However, there is some limitations. During chemical reactions, energy is evolved in the form of heat, light, etc. It is the chemical energy stored in the reactants that is released. Hence, some mass, which is extremely small, gets converted into energy. The law of conservation of mass will not be strictly valid unless mass and energy are taken together. Conservation of mass and conservation of energy are two aspects of one law. The law could also be considered to mean that the total amount of mass and energy together remain constant throughout in a chemical reaction. The above law is in agreement with Dalton's atomic theory, which says that atoms remain their individuality and are neither created nor destroyed.